Hi there, welcome to Megan Makes Cupcakes. Today, me and one of my good friends are going to be teaching you how to make this beautiful spring centerpiece with Easter candy of all things. So stay tuned as we teach you how to make it step by step. Okay, so to make this Peeps flower arrangement, you're going to need some Peeps, of course, and I have these Jellybeans. These are the Brock's brand, and I really like these because they have kind of a more pastel look to them, which I really liked. And they're the speckled kind. And then I have this 5-inch square vase, but if you don't have a square vase and you just want to use something that you have at home, you can also use a round vase as long as you have a round vase that's smaller to go inside. So let's get started. Alright, so first off we have our container here, and then we're going to use a mason jar. We want to make sure there's enough space around the edges of the vase so that the Peeps are going to fit in there. So you can see there's enough space on all of the edges for the Peeps, and that's really important. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to take those yummy jelly beans. We're just going to pour them. And you want to make sure this stays centered while you're doing that. Okay, then we're going to make sure that's centered, kind of relocate some of the jelly beans so that it's nice and even. And then you're going to take one of your Peeps and you're going to see how high is your Peep. And you just want to make sure it's the right height all the way around. So it looks like we could take a couple jelly beans out because we don't really want, our flowers are going to kind of come over and hide anything on the top. So we want to make sure it's nice and flush with a vase. Alright, so we've leveled this out the best we can. Now we're going to take those delicious Peeps, which I really had a hard time not eating, into this beautiful vase on top of our jelly beans if they don't stick to the jelly beans first. This side will fit about 4, and then we'll probably be able to fit 3 on this side, and you don't even have to undo them because they just fit nicely in there. Just push it. On this side we're just going to do 2 Peeps. Okay, so you probably don't want to do that one for the one that's facing the direction you want because it's probably going to look the least peepish. So these are the different sides. We have the back side, we have the other side, and this I would do is the front, the one with the 4 Peeps on it. And now we're done with the vase portion of this and we're going to bring in our beautiful flowers. Emery, take it away.
Hi Megan. Hi everybody. Okay, so we're going to do a floral arrangement that Megan is going to help us make for Easter. So you can always purchase the flowers at the supermarket, or you can choose to purchase them at 96 Flowers and 13 Stems in La Mesa. So yeah. Now, what we're going to start with is basically there's no set rules for myself. I kind of just have the flowers speak to me, and so you just start arranging however your flowers speak to you depending on your occasion or who the flowers are going to.
Okay.
So you can do a little bit, some low, some
And
high.
what's something that we should do to prep the vase and the flowers before?
So always you want to make sure that your vase is clean, and keep your flowers or your bouquet in water, keep them hydrated.
Okay.
So right now we kind of have like the symmetrical vase going on, so that's good. And now we're gonna finish it in no time. So if you can get a hydrangea, awesome, great. If not, that's still okay. But a hydrangea is always gonna make it look really full, elegant, and fresh, as Megan says. and I really like hydrangeas. They're a very giving flower. They just help you
Beautiful.
A lot all around. Like I said, you can get a supermarket bouquet. You could get it at 96 Flowers. Or you can also, if you have a beautiful garden in the, in your backyard, you'd be surprised what you can make an arrangement out of. You can make it out of your orange garden roses. You can find some really interesting greens, and just make a beautiful bouquet out of basically almost anything.
It's already coming together beautifully.
And the best advice I can give you for you to become a florist is don't be critical on yourself. Just go with the flow, enjoy the flowers, and you'll be surprised what comes out.
And what are some tips on how you're doing this arrangement so that it looks pleasing to the eye?
So you could do, if you wanted to look a little bit more in the natural botanical, you just put the colors all around.
Oh, okay.
If you wanted to look a little bit more symmetrical and a little bit more, I don't know, I guess I would say a little bit more elegant, you could put the flowers together. So instead of putting all the Gerber daisies all over, you can put probably two together. Okay. Tulips or Baronia or anything that you want to pop out of your arrangement, feel free to do that. That makes it look really natural. Kind of cover mostly on the edges. All you start doing is really at a slant, start putting the rest of your fillers and greens.
Perfect.
And it would cover up your whole vase. Make an arrangement pretty much out of anything. And with this, happy Easter, and hope to do another segment with Megan. Thank you.
Thanks, Amory, for sharing your amazing talent with us. If you're interested in getting flowers from Amory, I'll leave her contact information down below. Okay, so we have our vase centered in the middle of our larger vase, and we're just going to take some fresh, clean water and pour it in. Make sure it's nice and clean. And now we're going to take this beautiful arrangement that my beautiful friend Amory made for us. And we're just going to stick that into our vase. And here we have our lovely Peeps flower arrangement. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you'll make this flower arrangement for your Easter table this year. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time.